So this is the list of experiment which we have discussed in the last time, and we have finished the compulsory experiments previous to practical, and in the last time we have finished the practical. So we have finished the various types of earthing system and practice of earthing and measurement of earth resistance of campus premises. This point we have started with discussing, and we have finished for the procedure, and we have finished for the apparatus, we require the earth tester. So I hope you have remember that concept, the earth tester. It is nothing but it is a instrument which is used for measuring the earth resistance. So if someone asks you what is the purpose of earth tester, so you have to say that it is used for measuring the earth resistance. So that is the application of earth tester. Yes, and we have finished that whenever we are interested to measure with the help of multimeter, then multimeter has its own value of voltage is going to supply for that particular component, and because of that voltage the current is going to produce, and the ratio of V by I is responsible for measurement of that particular quantity. Yes, so that we have finished. Yes, now in 2 minutes we will finish this experiment, and then we will start with the next experiment. So just a minute, let me share my screen again. So at this point we have finished, we have discussed. Yes, there are 3 types of earthing systems are available. So if the question is asked for you, what are the earthing systems are available? So you can say the plate earthing is available, the pipe earthing is available, and the rod earthing is available. So no doubt every earthing system has its own limitations and advantages. So depending on the number of advantages, we are using that particular earthing system for our application. And this is the point of our interest. And because of this earth tester, so this is the device, earth tester, we are measuring the earth resistance. So this is a commonly used method for measuring the earth resistance of an earth electrode, is the 3-point measuring technique. So it is also called as, we are using the 3 electrodes. So this is called as a 3-point measuring technique also. And you have to keep in mind, we need the earth electrode, and we need the, you can say the P electrode, and we need the C electrode. No doubt they have given the name only P and C, so it will act as electrode. And the distance between the 2 electrode is, we have to keep as 15 to 25 meter. So this you have to remember for the distance between the 2 electrodes, any 2 electrodes. So if you are keeping the distance here as 20 meter, so you should keep the distance here also 20 meter. Then and then only there is a possibility of getting the accurate earth resistance for that particular earth. Yes, and this cross connection you have to use, so that you have to remember, and C is connected to C spike. Yes. So this is the experimental setup. So whenever you are going to come back in our college premises, then we will take this experiment, and we will try to use this earth electrode, and then we will find out the earth resistance for that particular soil. Yes, the procedure is very simple. So connect the earth tester as per the circuit diagram, then measure and note down the readings. So that is the important part of this our experiment of earth resistance in observation table. And what is the observation table? The observation table is very simple. So we need the 3 columns. First is serial number. We need the type of soil. So we have to test the earth resistance for dry soil and wet soil. Obviously, if the wet soil is not available, then we have to make it intentionally by pouring some water on the ground. Then we can make this as a wet soil. Why we are interested? Because we need to observe the values for the different soil conditions. Yes. So in the substation, you can say at in the summer season, so there is a dry soil is available. So we should measure the earth resistance. But in the rainy season, or you can say in the winter season, there is a condition of moisture available for that particular earth. Then also we have to measure the earth resistance. Because see, if you are keeping your earth resistance as minimum as possible, then and then only the leakage current or overcurrent, or you can say the discharge, that is able to pass inside the earth. So that is an important concept related to this earth resistance, and obviously the resistance which we have to maintain is less than 5 ohm, and we have discussed the different, you can say, the configurations for different number of values of particular earth resistance. So we have seen for the generation station, we have seen for the distribution station, we have seen for the transmission station, we have seen for the locomotives area. Yes, so obviously we have to keep these earth resistances as minimum as possible, and if by some mistake or by some factor or by some effect, if these earth resistances are beyond the limit value, then obviously we have to decrease that earth resistance by you can say by pouring the water, by maintaining the charcoal and you can say salt condition. Yes, so that we have to cross check. Being an maintenance engineer, our work is that only we have to check the first value, and if the value is not in the, you can say, as per the manual or as per the standard value, then we have to minimize that particular value. So that is our role, or that is our intention, being an engineer. Yes, so these two conditions are important, dry soil and wet soil, and I have asked one question for you, and at that time the I got disconnected from our practical, and I tried to rejoin, but I failed for rejoining. So I have asked one question for you, that in which condition we will get the earth resistance maximum, in dry soil condition or in wet soil condition. So this is a, you can say, the question which you can think at your own. We don't need to measure actually, but if we measure actually, it should match with our thinking. Yes. So my question is to you is, which type of soil measures a high amount of earth resistance? The options are with you. First is dry soil and second is wet soil. So what you can think? Wet soil. Yes. So Thorak Kapil, dry soil will not give you the resistance. Yes. But whenever we are interested for the earth resistance, then we have to use the wet soil resistance, which should be high. Yes, and that we have to maintain as per our limit or as per our standard. Then you have to write the conclusion. So by measuring the values of these two conditions, we have to write our conclusion on our own. Yes. Now this is our point of interest, pre-lab and post-lab question. So what is the post-lab question? What are the benefits of electrical earthing? So if we are following the electrical earthing for our premises, or you can say for our electrical equipments, so obviously there are advantages. These advantages or these benefits we have to discuss over here. So what is the number one benefit of having the electrical earthing, proper electrical earthing? I'm going to say the word proper. Proper means it should be in the limit. Yes. So if we are maintaining the electrical earthing properly for our electrical equipment, then there are, you can say, the first benefit is the safety of operator as well as safety of our electrical equipment. So that is an important or major part, having the good electrical earthing. So there is a word in the electrical engineering. So we are not using the word as the bad and you can say the आपण म्हणतो त्याला मराठीमध्ये की वाईट म्हणतो आपण त्याला, की बॅड जी गोष्ट आहेत किंवा आपली जी अर्थिंग आहे ती चांगली नाही आहे असं म्हणण्यापेक्षा इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजिनिअरिंग मध्ये यू कॅन से पुअर अर्थिंग. So if you are observing the value which is high resistance for that particular earth, then you can say the poor earthing is available. Obviously we have to convert this poor earthing into, you can say, the good earthing. Yes. So there are methods, there are ways that we have discussed already. Yes. These are the benefits. This is a major benefit of having the electrical earthing. And the second benefit is, if the discharges or if the leakage current is available by MSCB or by due to fault condition, then these leakage current or this fault current or you can say it will go inside the earth without any hurdle. So that is the second benefit. Now the question is for you, enlist the factors affecting on earth resistivity. So we have seen the factors also. So there are a number of factors are available which affect the earthing. So can you tell me or can you name me any 2 or 3 factors which affect the earth resistance or earth resistivity? Moisture is, you can say moisture can be a factor which can affect type of soil. Yes, dry soil, wet soil, we have seen. See, dust, atmospheric condition. Yes, or you can say if there is a hilly areas. So in the hilly areas there is a no sand is available, rock condition is available only. So that will affect the earth resistivity, because see you cannot place your tower on, you can say, on normal ground. So there is a condition, we have to install our tower on hilly areas. Might be the condition can be you can use or you can install the tower inside the river also. Yes, so being an electrical engineer, we must be all-rounder. Yes, so we can install or we have to install our towers inside the river, on side, or you can say on the hills. Yes, or you can say in the valleys also. So that the different conditions, different factors, and different, you can say, the readings of earth resistance is going to available. Hence, being an electrical engineer, our work is to check the earth resistance at particular tower. So that is called as a, I already told you one word for that, that is called as a footing resistance. So if you are going to search for this word on the Google, so you will get the information about this footing resistance, the resistance which is available at the foot of particular tower. So that is called the footing resistance, and we have to maintain this footing resistance as less than 5 ohm. Yes, so that can be the tower of our transmission, that can be the tower of our, you can say, the electricity pole near to our house, or that can be the tower for using the locomotives over conductor. Yes, now तुला थोडं गोष्ट सांगतो मी की व्हेनेवर वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी द इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजिनिअरिंग, कदाचित डिप्लोमाच्या लोकांचं ही गोष्ट झाली असेल, तर डिप्लोमामध्ये त्यांना एक लोकोमोटिव्ह किंवा युटिलायझेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजिनिअरिंग हा एक सब्जेक्ट होता. येस, इनसाइड दॅट युटिलायझेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजिनिअरिंग in your second semester that subject is there for you, for the degree people, and in that subject you are going to study about the locomotives. बऱ्याचशा लोकांचा किंवा माझा स्वतःचा इंटरेस्ट आहे इलेक्ट्रिकल लोकोमोटिव्ह मध्ये. मला ट्रेन्स या पुष्कळ प्रचंड आवडतात. येस, प्रवास भरपूर केलेला आहे किंवा आमच्याकडे कनेक्टिव्हिटी जास्त आहेत रेल्वेची, त्यामुळे मला इलेक्ट्रिक ट्रेन सोयीस्कर वाटते प्रवास करण्यासाठी. But if you are not seeing the electrical train construction, which circuit breaker we are using inside the electrical train, how the electrical train works, yes, so one can go for the YouTube channel, yes, for studying this concept of train, yes, and by studying this concept of train, you will get interest for this particular electric locomotives, yes. आणि आता तुम्ही बघत असाल की बारामतीमध्ये सुद्धा जी इलेक्ट्रिक ट्रेन्स येते आहे, सुरुवातीला डेमो होती बारामतीमध्ये. येस, डिझेल, यू कॅन से वी हॅव टू यूज द डिझेल फॉर दॅट पर्टिक्युलर मशीन, अँड नाऊ दॅट डिझेल वी आर गोइंग टू शिफ्टिंग फॉर द इलेक्ट्रिकल. सो इलेक्ट्रिकल लोकोमोटिव्स यू आर गोइंग टू ऑब्झर्व फॉर द कनेक्शन बिटवीन द बारामती अँड दौंड. मग जर तुम्ही जर रेल्वे लाईन कडे गेले असाल की बारामती टू दौंडच्या, तुम्हाला दिसलं असेल की तिथे एक ओव्हरहेड कंडक्टर असतो. येस, that is called as a overhead OHE line, or you can say OHE conductor. Yes, so this OHE conductor carries a amount of voltage. So जर तुम्ही बघितलं असेल की ते व्होल्टेज हे जवळपास 25,000 व्होल्ट AC असतं. Yes, can you imagine this amount of voltage is available with you? It is not 25,000 volt which I have placed, it is 2,50,000. Sorry for that typing mistake. So it is 25,000 volt which is available in AC. So electrical locomotives require this much amount of voltage to run or to drive their car. Yes. And you can imagine how much this voltage can be available for that particular OH conductor. Yes, and there is a one concept called as pantograph, which collects the current from this overhead line. So तुम्हाला कधीच बघितलं असेल की इलेक्ट्रिक लोकोमोटिव्हचं जर तुम्ही पिक्चर बघितलं किंवा इलेक्ट्रिक लोकोमोटिव्हचं जर तुम्ही इमेज बघितली तर तुम्हाला दिसत असेल की इलेक्ट्रिक लोकोमोटिव्ह मध्ये वरच्या साईडला एक पेंटोग्राफ असतो which collects the current. Yes, कदाचित डिप्लोमाच्या मुलांना ही गोष्ट माहिती असेल. सो मी एक 2 मिनिटांमध्ये ही गोष्ट फिनिश करू आणि आपण पुढच्या टॉपिक कडे जाऊ. येस, बिकॉज इफ यू आर टेकिंग द इंटरेस्ट इन पर्टिक्युलर subject or particular you can say topic, then it will be interesting for you. So here you can see this is the electric locomotives and this is the overhead conductor. I hope the picture is visible to you, and these are the rails, and this is called as a locomotive. So I'm going to say this word as an engine. Some people are saying this as an engine, but in the standard dictionary, the word is locomotive. Yes, and here you can see this. You can say V shape is nothing but the pantograph. Pantograph is available, and this pantograph is used for collecting the current from this overhead conductor. Yes, so you can see this is the overhead conductor which carries a amount of voltage. Just a minute. Okay, sorry for the disturbance. So this is the pantograph is used for collecting the current, and you can see over here, these are called as you can say the different electrical equipments we are using over here. Yes, and inside the electrical train, we are using the air circuit breaker. Yes, कदाचित तुम्हाला आता स्विच गिअरच्या बद्दल थोडीशी इन्फॉर्मेशन आली असेल. Yes, and circuit breaker is nothing but which is used for breaking the current, and inside the electrical locomotives we are using a air circuit breaker. So you can see air is acting as a material to you can say for the interruption purpose. Yes, so we are going to study this subject in the 4th year of 2nd semester, switchgear and protection, about the circuit breaker and switchgear. Yes, and this is the you can say, just a minute. Okay, sorry again. So this subject you are going to study in your 4th year 2nd semester, and in that we are going to study the circuit breaker types and their application, advantages, disadvantages, installation. Again we are going to see. Yes, but this electric train, or you can say electric locomotives, uses the air circuit breaker. So many times the question can be asked in the state government or in the central government exam, which circuit breaker is used for the electric locomotives or electric trains. So the answer is air circuit breaker. Yes, okay. So this is not our point of interest for the today. We will start with the next experiment. I hope you have understood this concept, and just we have finished the factors affecting on resistivity, earth resistivity. Yes. So earth resistivity is affected by a number of parameters, and that we have discussed. So one can say the moisture, the soil condition, you can say the dust can affect our earth resistivity. Yes, we cannot eliminate these factors. We have to consider these factors. Yes, so this is the about the unit, you can say the experiment number 5. Yes, so till now we have finished the 3 and 4 experiments from this list. So these are the compulsory experiments. Just a minute, let me share my screen again. Okay. So I hope the screen is visible to you. The single line diagram we have finished. We have finished the estimation of 11 kilovolt feeders. We have finished the assignment of design of earthing grid. Yes, and we have finished the study of various types of earthing for electrical appliances systems, practice of earthing, measurement of earth resistance of campus masses. Yes. Okay. So today we will discuss this experiment, measurement of dielectric absorption ratio and polarization index of insulation. Just now we have finished this concept from the unit number 3. That is nothing but the dielectric absorption ratio and polarization index. Obviously, in this experiment we have to measure the value. Yes. Same way, this is also a performance based experiment. So we will try to finish, or we will try to discuss the important concept first. What is the procedure? What is the principle? What are the standard values which we are going to get? And after that, we will try to measure, or we will try to do the performance whenever you are going to come back. But if you are not going to come back till you can say the डिसेंबर पर्यंत तुम्ही येतात का नाही हे मला पण माहिती नाही आणि हे तुम्हाला पण माहिती नाही. पण जर समजा कंडिशन जर वर्स झाली, जर तुमचं सबमिशन किंवा तुमचं एंड यू कॅन से डेट्स एक्झामच्या तर त्या लवकर आल्यात, तर मी एक ऑप्शन शोधून ठेवलेला आहे याच्यासाठी सुद्धा, की आय विल शूट वन व्हिडिओ ॲट माय लोकेशन. मी माझ्या साईडला एक व्हिडिओ शूट करेल ह्या ज्या परफॉर्मन्स बेस्ड एक्सपेरिमेंट आहेत त्यांचा, आणि आय विल ट्राय टू शो एव्हरी कंपोनंट in detail, and so that you can just a minute. Okay, so we will start with this measurement of dielectric absorption ratio and polarization index of insulation. Okay, just a minute. So this is the measurement of insulation resistance, and this is the measurement of dielectric absorption ratio and polarization index. So I told you that if it is not possible for us to perform the experiment, and if you are not going to come in Baramati or in our institute as early as possible, so I will have the another option. I will shoot one video and I will try to demonstrate this practical via that particular video. But make sure that you are going to see that particular video clearly till end. You don't need to skip any part, and then only you can try to write in your observation table. So this is a option B for us. The option A is we have to perform the experiment for this particular subject. So what is our aim? Our aim is to measure the dielectric absorption ratio and polarization index of insulation. And what apparatus we need? Obviously, we need the power cable of you can say 1100 volt. We need the Megger because we have to measure the insulation resistance particularly. Then we need the connecting cords. Yes. So you can say power cable is nothing but it is an electrical equipment. Yes. And for that power cable, we have to measure the dielectric absorption ratio and polarization index. So this is the apparatus we need. Obviously, there is a pre-lab question. So first question is, enlist the different parts of Megger. So this is the prerequisite of this particular, you can say, the experiment. You have not studied the Megger in any, you can say, the subject till now, yes, but you can understood by seeing the diagram of Megger. So let me share my screen again so that you can understood the different parts of Megger. Just a minute. Because this question can be asked in your interview, yes, and if you are going to study this Megger or study this particular electrical equipment, then it will be easy for you. So this is the picture. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so I hope the screen is visible to you. So you can see over here, this is a Megger, and these are the wire leads input, or you can say we have to check or we have to connect these wire leads. So you can see the two wire leads we needed. You can say this is the display, digital display. We will get the value in terms of mega ohm directly over here. Yes. So this is the indicator. So if our connection is okay, so this indicator is going to glow. This is the selector switch for particular range. So again, this is the selector switch for particular, you can say, area also. So this is the, you can say, handle is available over here, and you can pick or you can place this Megger at, you can say, in a small box or small toolbox. Yes. So this is a very handy equipment, and you have to use this Megger for measurement of earth resistance, or we have to use this Megger for measurement of dielectric absorption ratio and for measurement of polarization index. Yes. So this is nothing but the Megger, or you can say the components of Megger. So let me stop my screen again. Let me share the pre-lab question again. So this is the, so these are the different parts of Megger, so that we have seen. Now this is the interesting question. So I'm always interested for the principle for particular electrical component. So this is the assignment for you, or this is the homework for you. We have to find out the name of principle on which the Megger works. Obviously, we have understood that whenever we are using the Megger, obviously it is a hand-driven generator. So one can say the principle of generator is Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Yes. So same principle is available for this Megger also. By rotation of particular handle, we can generate the electricity, and this generated electricity in terms of DC. That I have to clear. Yes. So जे voltage generate होईल ते DC voltage असेल. आणि ते व्होल्टेज जनरेट होतं, तुम्हाला सांगितलं होतं मी की 500 or sometimes it can be 1000 volt DC can be produced. So this is nothing but the hand driven generator called as Megger. Yes. So Megger is not a technical word. Megger is a component. Yes. Or you can say Megger is a company. Yes. But nowadays we are using Megger in our local language. So that word comes in our lab manual. Yes. So this is the theory which you are interested. So there are 3 different tests that can be performed with the help of Megger. A strong understanding of these common test methods is an important tool in gaining the ability to determine the condition and quality of electrical insulation. The tests are typically conducted by applying a direct current voltage to the conductor under the test and measuring the current that flows through the insulation, called as a leakage current. I already told you that whenever we are using a Megger or whenever you are using a hand-driven generator, it produces a DC voltage. So whenever we are using a voltage as a cause, obviously there is an effect called as current. And this current is going to flow with the help of these conducting leads through the insulation, and sometimes it is called as a leakage current, because we know that from the insulator no current can flow, but no ideal insulator is available in the world. So some amount of current, milliampere current, can be flow from that particular insulator, and that is called as a leakage current. मराठीमध्ये म्हणतो ना आपण आपलं जे पाण्याची टाकी असेल किंवा आपलं जे यू कॅन से द वॉटर बॉटल लीक झाली, इट मीन्स व्हॉट, सम वॉटर ड्रॉप्स आर कमिंग आउट फ्रॉम दॅट पर्टिक्युलर वॉटर व्हेसल, सो दॅट इज कॉल्ड द लीकेज. सेम वे इलेक्ट्रिकल करंट कॅन ऑल्सो लीक. लीक म्हणजे काय, तो त्याचा पाथ स्वतः डिफाईन करतो. असं नाही की तुम्ही सांगितलं एखाद्या वॉटर बॉटलला आणि तुम्ही बघितलं की ह्या वॉटर बॉटलने टॉप वरूनच लीक व्हायला पाहिजे. यू कॅनॉट डिमांड और यू कॅनॉट गिव्ह ऑर्डर फॉर दॅट पर्टिक्युलर लिकेज. त्याचा जो मार्ग असेल लिकेजचा तो स्वतः आयडेंटिफाय करेल आणि त्या पद्धतीने तो लीक करत जाईल वॉटर. सेम वे इन द इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजिनिअरिंग ऑल्सो leakage can going to happen for any, you can say, insulator. Yes, so this is the leakage current concept. And into the non current carrying metal parts of equipment. आता बघा हा जो लिकेज करंट आहे तो कुठे फ्लो होतो आहे, नॉन करंट कॅरिंग मेटल पार्ट्स, म्हणजे तुमचे जे इक्विपमेंट आहेत ना इलेक्ट्रिकल इक्विपमेंट त्याच्या बॉडी मधून. ऑब्विसली बॉडी मध्ये नॉन करंट असतो आणि बिकॉज ऑफ दॅट नॉन करंट कॅरिंग मेटल पार्ट्स वी कॅन गेट द शॉक. येस, hence to limit the leakage current or to measure the insulation quality, this test we needed. So I hope you have understood the objective of our experiment. प्रत्येक गोष्टीचं एक ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह असतं. आज तुम्ही इथे जवळपास 49 स्टुडंट्स इथे अवेलेबल आहेत इन्क्लुडिंग मी. सो व्हॉट इज आवर ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह? आवर ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह इज टू लर्न अबाउट द EIMT. Yes, so this is the objective. Same way, our objective of this experiment is we are interested to measure the insulation resistance for the particular insulator. Yes. Now, for the Megger, we can test these three. What is first? Short time or spot reading test. Second is time resistance method, and third is Dielectric Absorption and Polarization Index Test. तुम्हाला कळालं असेल आता की सरांनी मेगरच का चूज केला, बिकॉज विथ द हेल्प ऑफ मेगर वी कॅन टेस्ट दिस थ्री टेस्ट, शॉर्ट टाइम और स्पॉट रीडिंग टेस्ट. कमीत कमी वेळामध्ये आपण त्या जागेवर त्याचा रेजिस्टन्स मेजर करू शकतो. टाइम रेजिस्टन्स मेथड और टाइम रेजिस्टन्स टेस्ट, पर्टिक्युलरली ओव्हर द पिरियड ऑफ टाइम रेजिस्टन्स कसा चेंज होतो. सो दॅट इज नथिंग बट that can be done with the help of Megger. And this dielectric absorption is also a time resistance method, but here the time is fixed. 30 seconds, 1 minute, 10 minutes to 1 minute, a fixed time. Yes, so these three tests we can use with the help of Megger. So here is the concept of dielectric absorption ratio that we have studied, and I hope you have understood this concept clearly. So what is the ratio? It is a ratio of two time resistance readings, such as 60-second reading divided by a 30-second reading. That you have to remember. 1 minute divided by 30 seconds or 60 seconds divided by 30 seconds is called as DAR. Yes. Now what is the polarization index? It is a ratio of two time resistance readings such as 10-minute reading divided by 1-minute reading, and this value is called as polarization index. There is a no unit for dielectric absorption ratio and polarization index. So because these are the time based quantities, so there is a no need of unit. So these values are very useful for determining the insulation quality. So if the value is not in our standard, then we can or we have to replace this insulator. When using hand operated instruments, so this is the interesting point. I have mentioned here not a Megger word, but I have used the word as hand operated test instruments. It is the much easier to run for the test for only 60 seconds, taking your first reading at 30 seconds. So that is called the DAR, dielectric absorption ratio. So here I have used the combined dielectric absorption ratio values as well as the polarization index values, and based on this value our insulation condition can be determined. So here you can see if the polarization index is below 1, so obviously the insulation condition is very dangerous, and at this condition we have to replace the insulator. 1 to 1.25 for DR, or can be a value of polarization index between 1 to 2. So it is a questionable or it is a poor. Yes, I already told you our value should be greater than 2 for the case of polarization index. Then it will be good. But for the case of dielectric absorption ratio, it must be beyond 1.40 to 1.60. And if it is the value beyond 4, then it is excellent. जे नवीन इन्स्ट्रुमेंट असतात ना त्यांची व्हॅल्यू ही डायलेक्ट्रिक ऍब्सॉर्प्शन रेशोची 1.60 पेक्षा जास्त असते आणि पॉल्युशन इंडेक्सची व्हॅल्यू ही 4.0 पेक्षा जास्त असते. सो द क्वेश्चन कॅन बी आस्क्ड फॉर यू, which insulation condition shows the excellent condition? तुम्हाला विचारतात की the instrument which we are using for 5 years, option 1, the instrument which you have purchased just now. So in that way, you have to answer the instrument which you have just purchased. That instrument can show this particular value beyond 4, beyond 1.60. So this is the standard table. हा माझ्या घरून आणलेला टेबल, हा टेबल हा स्टँडर्ड्स म्हणून मी यूज केला आहे आणि याला सुद्धा एक IEEE स्टँडर्ड आहे. येस. Now any polarization index value less than 1.0 should be investigated according to NETA or ANSI acceptance and maintenance standard. Just a minute. ओके, सॉरी फॉर द डिस्टर्बन्स. आज जरा जास्तच डिस्टर्बन्स येतो आहे. ठीक आहे. सो दिस चार्ट आय गेस यू हॅव सीन. येस. जेवढ्या वेळेमध्ये तुमच्या बरोबर मी नसतो किंवा मला काही इम्पॉर्टंट काम आलं किंवा कॉल आला तुम्हाला तो घ्यावाच लागतो. येस. अँड टिल देन you have to see this chart, or if it is possible for you to capture the screenshot, then you can also capture the screenshot. So this is our point of interest. So if the value is less than 1.0, so obviously this is the dangerous condition, but we have to investigate according to what, according to असं नाही की आपण काही त्याला रिप्लेस करून टाकलं लगेच इन्सुलेटरला, असं पण नाही चालत. वी हॅव टू फॉलो द स्टँडर्ड ANSI स्टँडर्ड, ऍक्सेप्टन्स अँड मेंटेनन्स स्टँडर्ड. सो हे एक स्टँडर्डचा प्रकार आहे किंवा स्टँडर्ड जसं IEEE असतं, सेम वे ANSI इज ऑल्सो अवेलेबल. And because of this ANSI, so there is a one standard regulation is going to happen, and we have to follow this ANSI if the value is below 1.0, obviously. Yes. So you can search on internet what is ANSI and what is NETA. So you will get the long form also. So I don't remember now what is the long form of ANSI and NETA, but believe me, this is the standard which is available as per the IEEE. IEEE सारखंच एक बॉडी आहे इंजिनियर्सच्या असोसिएशनची, आणि त्यांनी हे स्टँडर्ड्स बनवले आहेत. सो दिस इज द सर्किट डायग्राम यू कॅन सी ओव्हर हियर. दिस इज द पॉवर केबल which is our electrical equipment, and here you can see Megger is acting as an insulation tester. Yes. So we need the 3 core cable, 3 conductor cable is there. आता 3 conductor cable तुम्हाला मी कसं सांगितलं की जे व्होल्टेज रेंज आहे ते 1100 व्होल्ट आहे. Yes. NETA is the International Electrical Testing Association. Very good, Snehal. So if we are interested for testing, or if we are interested for measuring the dielectric absorption ratio, so we need the power cable. No doubt मला power cable चा dielectric absorption ratio आणि polarization index measure करायचा आहे. You can use the electrical fan, you can use the your electrical motor, you can use a generator, you can use a transformer. Yes. So no doubt this equipment can be different, but the procedure is same. Yes. So here our conductor under the test. So this is our point of interest. So you have to connect this conductor for the line terminal L. So these 3 terminals are nothing but G. So G is nothing but ground. G here stands for guard. GUARD, guard. It is not ground. And this is the line, and this is the earth. And you can see where the earth terminal is connected. Earth terminal is connected to one conductor, and one conductor is connected to insulator of this particular cable, or you can say this is the lead sheet. Yes. So here you can see after rotating this handle, what is going to happen? What do you imagine kara? After rotating this handle, there is a generation of DC voltage, and this DC voltage is going to flow from your line terminal. Line terminal मधून ते flow होईल इथून conductor मध्ये. Believe me, this will enter in your conductor. Yes. And the second terminal from this earth, it will go to this point, and this point is jump, and it will go to this insulator. दोघं एकमेकांना शॉर्ट केलेले नाही आहे. आपण सर्किट डायग्राम व्यवस्थित समजून घ्या. एक टर्मिनल मी कंडक्टरला यूज केला आहे, आणि सेकंड टर्मिनल आय एम युझिंग दिस फॉर द बॉडी ऑफ दॅट पर्टिक्युलर इन्सुलेटर. मग जर मी इथे पॉवर केबल वापरली तर पॉवर केबलचा वरचा भाग हा ऑब्विसली इन्सुलेटर असतो ब्लॅक कलरचा. येस, दॅट आय हॅव टू यूज ॲज अ सेकंड पार्ट. ठीक आहे. So other conductors connected together, and it will go to the sheath. So this is the circuit diagram. So this is the experimental setup. I hope you understood this setup. Yes. Now, what is the procedure? Procedure is very simple. Firstly, we have to isolate the electrical equipment which is to be tested. Obviously, this is a precaution. Ensure that the electrical equipment properly grounded. Connect the Megger ground lead to the same ground plane the electrical equipment is connected to. This is the second procedure. Connect the Megger live or hot lead. हा जो हॉट लीड शब्द आहेत ना, हा युनायटेड स्टेट्स मध्ये वापरतात बरं. in India we are using as a live conductor. Okay. Two electrical equipment, winding lead. If testing individual windings, ground the windings not being tested. इथे प्रिकॉशन लिहिली किंवा इथे you can say the procedure सांगितली आहे. Yes. Set the Megger for proper testing voltage, which we are interested to send from that particular conductor and particular, you can see the insulator. Operate the Megger, measure the dielectric absorption ratio and polarization index as per our definition. Note down the reading in the observation table. So what is our observation table? It is very simple. It consists of 5 columns: serial number, equipment name, dielectric absorption ratio value, polarization index value. And by looking at these two values, we have to identify the condition, insulation condition. Yes. So obviously we will get the value sometimes greater than 2 for our particular polarization index, and it will come particularly greater than 1.40 for our dielectric absorption ratio. So absorption is word is missing over here. Okay. But if your equipment is too old, so the value is coming down, and we have to identify the condition, which can be a dangerous condition, and we have to replace the insulator only. We don't need to insulate, don't need to, you can say, change the conductor. So this is the observation table. After this, by looking at the condition of insulation, we have to write our conclusion. Obviously, after getting the result or after performing the result, we will get these values. The post-lab question: state the safety precautions to be considered while measurement of absorption ratio and polarization index. So the first safety precaution is we have to isolate the electrical component which we are interested to be tested. That is a safety, you can say, precaution. And the second safety precaution is we have to use the timer. तुम्हाला कळत असेल असं की 30 सेकंद आणि 60 सेकंद हे मोजण्यासाठी तुम्ही तुमच्या डोक्याने मोजणार नाही. ऑब्वियसली वी नीड द टायमर, परफेक्ट टायमर. मोबाईल मध्ये यूज करा किंवा टायमर एक स्वतंत्र मिळतो तो यूज करा. सेम वे फॉर 30 सेकंद यू हॅव टू नोट डाउन फर्स्ट रीडिंग अँड कंटिन्यू विथ 30 सेकंद यू हॅव टू नोट डाउन द 60 सेकंड रीडिंग. ठीक आहे. सेम वे 1 minute, after completion of 1 minute, you have to note down the reading of insulation resistance, and after the 10 minutes, in continuation with 1 minute, you have to test the 10-minute reading. आता तुम्हाला विचार करा की 10 मिनिट तुम्हाला एका जागेवर बसायचं आहे आणि ते हँड ड्रिव्हन ने हँड जनरेटर रन करायचं आहे. Then and then only after 10 minutes you will get the value of insulation resistance at 10 minutes, and then you have to take the ratio. So you must be stable. तुम्ही चांगलं खाल्लेलं पिल्लेलं पाहिजे, आणि then you have to do or you have to perform the experiment. Yes. Now this is the second question, and this is I'm going to go for your homework. State the electrical maintenance standard. So you have to identify the maintenance standard which are available with us, and then you have to find out the list of this particular electrical standard. ओके. मग तुमच्यासाठी हा होमवर्क असेल. नेक्स्ट टाइम जेव्हा आपला क्लास असेल किंवा इव्हिनिंगचा जेव्हा क्लास होईल आपला दुपारचा 3:30 वाजेचा, तर मी आता हे 47 पीपल जे अवेलेबल आहेत इथे, मला नावं सगळ्यांची माहिती आहेत, चेहरे सुद्धा माहिती आहेत, तर मी एखाद्याचं नाव घेईल अँड यू हॅव टू आन्सर मी दिस इलेक्ट्रिकल मेंटेनन्स स्टँडर्ड विच आर अवेलेबल. ओके. So Satyam is there, Gaurav is there, Mane, yes. So there are 47 people are available. I will ask anyone to answer this question, and you have to answer me. Okay. So I hope you understood the today's our practical. So if you understood the today's practical, then write in the chat box yes. If you have not understood any single word, then you have to write no as a word in the chat box. And I have taken the Khandagade Vishal is typing only S later. Okay, fine. So I have taken the attendance of your also. So you can leave the class now. Okay. Thank you for attending the class. God bless you.